When we're making the most of every opportunity, we listen. We listen with understanding. We ask questions. We come with a heart that's in tune with where the Lord is. We were talking through with our team this week one of these old theological words that, I don't know, we read it in some book somewhere. It's a good book. It's called prevenience. It's the word. I think this comes out of the Wesleyan movement. But it's basically when this opportunity is in front of me, I assume that I'm late to this meeting. In fact, God has been here already 10 minutes ahead of me in a meeting with this individual. There's been a lot of work going on. There's been a lot of stuff already talked about, discussed. And I walk into this situation like a guy that's late for a meeting with humility, with curiosity, wondering, God, what have you already been doing in this individual's life? I walk into this situation with a lot of just kind of curiosity and wondering, God, what's going on in this individual's life? And with a lot of questions, trying to get caught up to speed. You with me? I don't come in assuming that I know where this person is at. I don't come in assuming that I know where their heart is or, well, they've been doing this and so that's it. We've got to get things right here. We've got to clean house on this person. Come in with my lecture prepared. No. We're late. So we come in with humility, with grace. We become students. In the kingdom, in this mission, I get very passionate about this because I've missed it so many times. I miss it all the time. One of our neighbors that we were talking about in the cul-de-sac, the way they came to Real Life Ministries is because they said, hey, what time are your services? Like, wow, I really was working hard on that one, wasn't I? Never been to church in their lives. I miss it so much. Become very passionate about this because Jesus' church stopped being His church when we stopped living out His mission. When you and I, as individuals that make up this body, where Christ is the head, as you and I get committed and serious to this mission, the church advances. The kingdom of heaven advances throughout Spokane Valley, Spokane County, the inland Northwest. The world begins to change as our hearts tune in to the mission that Christ has given us. And this morning, my heart and my fear is that we as Jesus Church miss out on the mission that He's given us. That we allow it to just be an idea that we kind of adhere to versus a value of who we are that we fight for. Huge difference. Jesus has called every single one of us. He's empowering every one of us. He will not leave any of us. He's given us every tool we need. He's given us everything we need. And the thing that I love about being a part of the church is that we're not alone, that we're in this together, that I screw it up and you learn from my mistakes, and you screw it up and I learn from your mistakes. That we encourage each other, that we say, come on, keep going. Let's keep trying. Let's pray together. Let's go together. I love that as Greg and I are planting this church, we get to go together. Jesus never sent them solo. He always sent them by twos. I love that we get to be the church together. I love that this week when we had 2 families in our Spokane team in the hospital in the same week, both life-threatening deals, that the church was the church and people were being God's church as they were shepherding and caring. They were chasing after each other. They were helping each other. Meals were going. I mean, it was overwhelming to watch Jesus be building His church through us. And I love that we get to be a part of a team where we rally together and we see the power of Jesus moving in each of us. There's so many stories I can tell you just from this week that blow my mind, miracles of God. And as you and I choose to engage, we see those miracles happen. As you and I choose to commit to this mission, we see those miracles happen in front of us. It's not just some baptism on a screen. It's actually our neighbor and our family member on the screen. It's our hands in the water of the baptismal. It's not some nice pastor that's doing all that stuff. It's you and me. The mission is being lived out through us. Jesus wants to use every single one of us. He's drawing all men to Himself. And I believe He can use us. We're going to close in prayer. I know you guys do some other stuff after that, but this morning I really just want us to maybe just close your eyes and focus in on the Lord for just a moment. Just think for a moment of what the Lord has in front of you, who the Lord has in front of you. Just think for a moment the opportunities that we've missed. One of the guys on our team carries an obituary in his Bible to remind him of an opportunity he missed. Let those missed opportunities motivate us. Some of you are evaluating family members, friends. Some of us are evaluating the way we've organized our lives. Completely self-serving. Survival mode. Some of us, the Lord is stripping us of selfishness. Some of us, the Lord is encouraging us, keep trying. I'm sure you've messed up. Sure we've done it wrong. Sure we've gone in too hard and fast. Sure we've missed opportunities, but keep going. Some of us this morning, we've drifted. We've allowed it just to become about a building and a Sunday service. And the Lord is bringing us back to center. Saying this mission is real. It's for me. I am called. I am empowered. You have given me opportunities and I want to take advantage. Make the most of every opportunity. Jesus, this morning as your church, we gather here to be reminded of who we are, of who you've called us to be, that you've set us apart, that you've called us out of the darkness and into the light, that you've set us up as a city on a hill, a light that shines for all to see, that you have made our lives a witness, a testimony of your grace and of your truth and your power and your ability to change lives. God, I pray for continued healing. In the midst of insecurity and wondering, and Lord, there is baselines in your kingdom that we can come back to. This mission that you have given us, we come back to this morning. Lord, this church, your church, we long to accurately represent you, to live out your mission in our families. Jesus, we long to have your presence here in a real way.